Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück bei Shadows of New York. Beim letzten Mal hat Julia ja einen Auftrag bekommen, oder eine Aufgabe vielmehr. Und wir sind jetzt mit Catherine unterwegs. Und ja, schauen wir mal, was das so mit sich bringt. Catherine. In my experience, gatherings like those always enable a boring packed mentality. All the familiar lies we tell ourselves to justify lusting for more repeated ad nauseam. Yesterday you said. Das ist wahrscheinlich die Anspielung auf das, was sie da gesagt hatte. Natürlich. And what lies are you telling yourself? Her aura immediately turns colder. You have bigger issues to worry about, sweetheart. Ah, well, at least now I know how familiar I can get with her. That I do. Back at the art hall, you said something about guiding me, but I have zero idea what to do. None whatsoever. I had a few necessary arrangements to make over the phone before we got here to ensure your pretty little head stays attached to your neck. For now, anyway. I'm grateful, but I still feel way out of my depth. I need to know what to do. You used to make a living as an investigative journalist, did you not? Investigate the murder. In TV shows where an investigative journalist gets too close to the heart of a politically increased case, it rarely goes well. A cat's head on their porch, a bullet to the head. So are you afraid you might be a pawn in a game you don't understand? That your elders consider you a disposable asset? That a single wrong move might cost you everything you hold dear? That sounds absolutely right, yeah. Well, by the sound of it, you understand your situation perfectly. Perfectly, sorry. Don't belittle me. I need your advice. Be anything you want, but don't be boring, Julia. If I wanted to belittle you, I would have drowned you in platitudes long ago. Know thyself. Believe in your strength. Trust no one, act confident. Turn the chessboard around and read your opponent's mind. Read Sun Tzu and quote him incessantly. Say, do you feel any better now? Can I ask you something? Seeing as Mia is still not here, of course. Do you know who killed Baron Callahan? I haven't the slightest idea. Were you emotionally impacted by his death? Not at all. Did you know him? Only passingly, I'm afraid. I expected him to perish sooner than later, so I never bothered to improve our relationship. Why are you helping me? Am I? That remains to be seen. What do you mean? You do not want a painful, honest answer. But I do. She stares me down. Her irreverent, ist das ein Wort? Her irreverent tone makes it impossible to guess what she's feeling, even more so than the mask. When I look at you, I see someone pitiful, someone whose hunger is purely biological, just an animalic rush. When I saw a burgeoning plan to put you in a situation that is way beyond your capabilities, I offered my help. I was curious to see your true colors reveal themselves firsthand. When everything is said and done and Callahan's killer is pointed out, will you be a whimpering animal or a victor taking the spoils? I cannot wait to find out. I don't know what to say. Is she provoking me, or Mia should be here any second. You have time for one more question. Ich weiß gleich, warum sie ihr Face hidet. Darunter ist, glaube ich, eine Brandnarbe. Wenn das die Katharina ist... Hier wird sie Catherine genannt natürlich, aber ich meine in Vampire Redemption wurde sie Katharina die Weise genannt oder sowas und hier wird sie Catherine Weese ausgesprochen. Ja. Soll ich es trotzdem fragen? I hope I'm not being rude, but is there a reason you keep your face hidden? Sie sagt nichts. Yes, there is a reason, and yes, you are being rude. Sorry, just curious. I understand, but let's just say I prefer everyone to come up with their own theories. The more stories they'll invent, the less relevant the truth will be. But anyway, here's Mia. A woman around my age emerges from around the corner of the street. Mia. Das ist Talks. Wie heißt es noch? Linke Hand, rechte Hand? Rechte Hand, ne? Talks rechte Hand. Aus dem letzten Teil. Da sah sie eigentlich noch ein bisschen kindlicher aus, dass sie jetzt so erwachsen gezeichnet haben. Na gut, mal schauen, was jetzt bei rauskommt. I've never met her before, but if I had to describe her in 2 words by her aura alone, I'd guess those words would be permanently angry. Even more so than your average anarch. You must be Catherine Weese. And you must be Mia Morgan. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. The pleasure is mutual. This your girl? Julia Sawinski, the La Sombra Primogen. La Sombra representative. I correct her automatically. At this point, it's a habit. Good. If you were a Primogen, I might have tried to kill you here and now. Is Torque still on the site? Nah. I told him I'd take it from here. By the end of tonight, he needs to look like a natural candidate for the leader of the New York City Anarchs. It's gonna take a lot of driving around and negotiations. How did he react to finding Callahan's remains? He hasn't exactly elaborated on his feelings, but I expect he reacted the same way every true believer in the cause did. It's this complicated mess of all the possible feelings under the moon. So he was the first one who to the murder site? Who has been to the murder site? Ich formuliere das bei ihm um. So he was the first one at the murder site. Oh, so you're already calling it a murder site. Does the Ivory Tower know something we don't? It's not the official position, but I expect a lot of them think it's Torque who stood to benefit the most from the boss's death. And it sounds like he's quick to jump on new opportunities. You don't know him. Yes? But I'd love to meet him and ask him some questions, especially if he was the one who found the body. Well, if you're meeting Torque at all, it won't be tonight. He's too busy. I was assigned to investigate. I won't be able to do it properly if I'm not able to question a key witness. I'll arrange for him to see you this week. This week? Aren't the tensions a little too high for delaying an investigation like this? Well, Torque's work is our best shot at making sure they won't get higher, so boo fucking who. I'm his right-hand woman, though. You got any questions? Direct them to me. Maybe the two of you should just head to Callahan's office. The discussion here doesn't seem to be going in the right direction, nor a particularly interesting one. Für sie soll immer alles interessant sein, scheinbar. You're not coming? Torque and you are not the only ones who have their work cut out for them tonight. I trust you can take it from here. And Mia, be easy on her. In slightly different circumstances, I expect the two of you would have ended up on the same side of the barricades. Uh-huh. Take care. She heads back to her vehicle. Well, follow me. I'll show you his place. Oha. Was? Liegt der da einfach? Nein, das kann ja nicht sein. Boss Callahan wurde doch getötet in dem... Okay. Lass uns mal überraschen. It's a 19th century style office. Classical, wooden, smelly. The stuffy air of books, old furniture and dust covers much of the fragrance of decay, but not all of it. This is the first time I've seen the remains of a vampire who has met final death. I heard stories of really old kindred crumbling to dust, but that's an exaggeration. At least it didn't happen here. When kindred die, time catches up with them. If you offered me right now, I'd probably turn into an ugly, leaky corpse. Callahan was well over a century old. It's like looking at a dapper mummy. A dissociated body in a heap of musty clothes. All that is left of the mighty boss Douglas Callahan, Anarch Baron of New York City, if that's really him. Needless to say, it might be a little hard to establish the time of death or the cause, especially as his garb doesn't have any obvious damage. What a great place to start. Have you already found anything suspicious? Nothing you don't see in front of you. Uh-huh. This door is the only point of entry to the room, right? Yes, unless you count the windows, but nobody expect for Callahan you to operate those, and they don't let air or light through. Metal blinders on the windows facing east. The only modern element of the room, sticking out like a sore thumb. They look automated. Was the door open when Talk got here? Well, that's one suspicious thing. It wasn't. It's as if Callahan locked himself in from the inside. A closed room murder, huh? There's some glass scattered on the floor. I pointed it. Could that be from the window? I checked it from the outside. It's in perfect condition. So what's this glass? I have no idea. Können wir selber da irgendwo was sehen? Eigentlich nicht, ne? Ist einfach nur Glas. Why does it seem like she has her suspicions, but is remaining uncooperative just because, fuck off, Camarilla scum? I checked the next point of interest. A wall safe, surprisingly large. I play with the lock a bit. What's the combination? It's Callahan's. What makes you think I know? At least I tried. A desk with nothing but an envelope on it. Nothing inside. Check all the drawers. Every single one has been thoroughly emptied. I don't know what I expected. Is this how the anarchs go around securing crime scenes? Were these empty before Talk arrived? I don't know, but I wouldn't accuse him of tampering with evidence if I were you. Well, thank you. The decor of the room is pretty minimal, so there is not a lot of points of interest that could illuminate the case. I start getting nervous. I point at the painting on the wall. Of course, you have no idea who that is. Callahan's ancestor, I guess? I'm out of ideas. Everything I look at feels like another dead end. I'm frustrated. I feel as if I've failed this investigation before it even started. There must be something more. I start walking around trying to find a single clue. Mia just watches me indifferently. Give me anything. Anything, goddammit. Anything. Huh. Shadow blinks in and out of existence near Callahan's remains. I freeze in place. Irgendwer sagte doch, was, dass sie mit Geistern sprechen kann, ne? Don't be afraid of me. The only thing I'm afraid of is you wasting too much of my time. Doesn't seem like Mia noticed it. Give me just a moment more. She groans under her nose and goes back to messaging someone on her phone. When she does, the shadow appears again. Once again, blink in, blink out. Could something be here? Or there? I approach the clothes and start searching them for a clue. Maybe they missed something. Getting desperate, huh? Just being thorough. We've searched the bastard like 3 times. He had nothing of interest on him. How about this? Small card, barely noticeable. Looking a bit like a shopping list. It's shoved deep into an almost invisible hole in the fabric. I take it out and show it to Mia. Huh. You didn't plant that there, did you? No, did you? Shove off! What's on it? It's a list of 4 names. D'Angelo, Hope, Agathon, Tamika. Na, wenn das mal keine tolle Überraschung ist. Das sind doch genau die Leute, mit denen ich eine Coterie gegründet habe oder gründen sollte. Sagt Mia auch. Any idea what this is about? Beats me. She's lying, but I don't care. Tomorrow night I will meet up with Kadir and ask him to help me figure it out. Think I'm done here. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Guess she sees me as nothing more but an enemy agent. When will I get to meet with Torque? If, and that's a big if, he will agree to meet you on a 1-to-1 basis, Catherine will let you know. He probably won't let a royal Camarilla lapdog like you see him without her oversight anyway. A Camarilla lapdog, huh? It's a risky play, of course, and might backfire, but maybe I'd benefit if I put my loyalty to the court into question. Bin ich schon irgendwie, ne? Camarilla lapdog, please. Well, aren't you? Trust me, I'm not the type who bites the hand that feeds her, but the court's favorite pastime is leaving me starved. Ah, so it's like that, huh? Yeah. Oh, Trade updated und Errungenschaft freigeschaltet. Who am I really? She studies me carefully. I will keep that in mind, depending on how the situation unfolds. Good. In the meantime, have a good night. You too. It's getting late. Or early, depending on how you look at it. Once I leave Callahan's office, I head straight to Dakota's apartment. I try to sneak by my bedroom, but she's up waiting for me. How was your night? Shit. Tomorrow. What happened? You look like something the cat dragged in. Tomorrow, I promise. But I'm worried. Don't be. Tomorrow. She gives me a concerned look, then closes her eyes, slumps her shoulders and frowns. All right. You're the best. I reach my pitch-black room and throw myself on the bed. The responsibilities, the stakes, the way I always feel too slow to react properly in these situations. I don't want to think. I want to turn off my brain. I want to drift into the void. Into the void, into the void, into the void. Wir sind ganz, ganz knapp vor der 20-Minuten-Marke, deswegen werde ich jetzt hier keinen neuen Abschnitt anfangen. Das heißt, das war es auch schon wieder für jetzt und diese Folge von Shadows of New York. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder, wenn es wieder heißt Shadows of New York. Bis dann. Tschüss.